there are 10 million Filipino working abroad, making the Philippines one of the biggest export countries of labor. Ngayon na Yorme, overseas Filipino workers had been hailed by the Philippines as a hero. That's what they're saying. Ang ating mga overseas worker are heroes. Ngayon, Yorme, ang ating mga overseas worker are still experiencing high placement fees that always been collected from the applicant. And we know about that one. Most of the times, ito pa rin ang problema nila. I'm able to get help from the consular and embassy officers. Another one, experiencing abuse of their employer. And also, this is another thing that we need to consider, lack of enforcement of an existing government laws that set the standard in regards to their wages. These are only some of the problems that been encountered by our fellow kababayan working abroad. If you become a president of the Philippines, what will be your plan or program to improve the services of our fellow kababayan working abroad?
Well, thank you. No? Ang unang-una siguro, dapat improve natin yung pag-appoint ng polo. No? Kasi napapansin ko, yung mga appointee ng presidente sa polo, turista.
Yes.
No? Ang unang inaalam magkano allowance ko, o saan tayo papasyal, saan tayo pupunta. The technical description of polo is supposed to be addressing our labor force on the host country. So we'll make sure that this will be reviewed properly. And in our own little way, we'll try to put people good in their respective field of undertaking. No? Kasi yan ang magbibigay, yan ang boses ng mga manggagawa sa abroad. Yung bahagi ng embahada na yan. No? So napansin ko kasi, although ito'y kwento pa lamang, hindi ko naman nabibisita yung iba't ibang bansa, no? Pero most, if not all, at least most, para bang accommodation na lang yung nangyayari doon sa posisyon na yun. So, we will revisit that, definitely. To really have an ear and voice for our OFW. Kasi parang nagkaroon ng bad perennial habit na naging accommodation na nga lang yung position na yun. So, that's one. No? All other things, we'll try to make senses with the host country, with their laws and our laws. Kasi naman, tayo naman may mga kanya-kanyang agreement bilang mga bansa. That's why they allowed our fellow Filipino to work there. But, we're human beings. While we serve them, we should be treated as human beings. And as much as possible, as fair, as much as possible. So, we'll make sure kung paano tinatrato ng Estados Unidos ang kanilang mga mamamayan. Minsan nga, patay na kinukuha pa ng Amerika. Because that's how they protect every citizen of their country in the world. No? And I think that's worth emulating or worth copying. Darating ang oras, no? Meron namang gobyerno, may poder na gobyerno na lilingon sa bawat Pilipino, whether immigrants or OFW. Kasi they are Filipinos. Kahit na sabihin natin, maswerte ang iba o nagkaroon ng kapanatagan ang kanilang pag-stay sa mga bansang yaon, no? Katulad ng Australia, legally, but they're still Filipino by blood. So we need to really address that. Kaya on all other things, yun siguro yung basic, yung welfare, yung kapanatagan na kapag ang isang Pilipino pumunta ng New Zealand, pumunta ng Australia, pumunta ng Saudi, lalo na sa Saudi.
Saudi, yeah po. Yeah.
Medyo hindi yata tayo second class dun Mukhang natin third class pa tayo dun. No, diba? Ako naniniwala ko sa kasabihan, no? The sauce for the gander is the sauce for the goose. If we treated them properly here and they are protected as temporary individuals who are staying in a country, the same manner should be afforded by our fellow Filipinos in their respective countries. Di ba? Hindi naman po pwede, hindi ko malakas sila, hindi ko mayaman sila. Yung dignidad naman natin, sinasalaulan nila. Hindi naman siguro marapat yun. And the only way to achieve that initially is to talk senses with their respective leaders. Ngayon, para naman tayo igalang, ayan, ng mga bansang yaon, kailangan umakto tayong kagalang-galang at kaya rin natin ipagtanggol ang ating sarili. Kasi pag nakikita nilang sunod-sunuran lang tayo sa isang bansa at wala tayong sariling disposisyon bilang bansa o bilang leader, chuchubibuhin din tayo ng mga yun. Bakit? Nakikita nila inihimod lang natin yung pwet ng isang bansa. Uto-uto tayo. Lalo tayong uutuin. Ako, hindi naman sa pag-ano. Ako, lahat sa akin, pantay-pantay. Babae, lalaki, bakla, tomboy, mahirap, middle class, mayaman. Rule of law must be observed. In a civilized world, in a civilized time, we must be guided by law and order. And that applies also to our international community. And if they are allies, so-called allies, we should benefit mutually, no? Kung ano yung naibibigay sa kanilang pagkilala, ganun din dapat ang pagkilala. But again, we have to bring back our
I think
good impression sa ibang bansa.
Yan ang pinaka mabigat na problema sa ngayon dahil yung ating mga overseas Filipino workers, the way they treated abroad ay medyo hindi maganda. So I want bilang representative tayo ng ating mga kababayan overseas, magkaroon tayo ng talagang batas na yung bang yung plataforma na in regards also sa kanilang mga salary. Di ba? Pagdating kasi may mga contractor dyan na they just meron ng certain amount of wages na set aside, and then after that, ikakat pa yon, and then kukuha pa sila ng tinatawag nating loan, kumbaga sa placement fee, which are the most naapektuhan yung ating mga kababayan. Kahit dito yung mga tinatawag nating mga 457, yung mga 457 workers dito na contract workers, inaabuso pa rin dito ng mga agencies sa ating bansang Pilipinas.
Kaya nga 'di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, kaya ayoko ng sugar quote, mga motherhood statement, mga kung ano nung ginagamit ng mga elitistang magagandang salita. Because you cannot please those people with those kind of words. You have to be firm. And I said many times, I can never be right all the time. Because I'm still human being. I tend to make mistakes. But in governance, correct, I will always be just. Just is the key. Diba?
Nakita naman namin ni Yorme kung paano mo pinalakad ang Maynila. Nakita namin ang improvement na talagang napabayaan before. But now look at the Manila now.
Sawa ng Diyos.
Diba?
Yung Bloomberg philanthropy? Nakita ninyo, 600 cities in the world. Nag-top 50 yung Maynila. Dalawa lang sa Pilipinas na yung Butuan City at saka Manila. Yep. In less than 2 years of chaos, dugyot, pagkakahati-hati, maraming siga sa Maynila. Nagpahinga na sila. Ano na sila ngayon? Graduate na ba? No. There tayo.